everyone. I just had a nap and I woke up and I was prompted to do a reading for this collective. This is going to be a collective for January 2021 for Justina's group, which is how I refer to you in my head. So let's have a look at what's been happening. You've been at a bit of a crossroads. You've been really sort of torn between play and seriousness and what you're doing for entertainment versus what you want to do professionally. And you're having a hard time breaking down the barriers between what it is you want to do. And you're sort of juggling between these two ideas of play and profession. I feel like it's a mindset trouble that you're having, that if I have fun with it, I can't possibly make money from it. And there might be some truth to that, but there's also other ways of doing it and other ways of being at ease in this particular situation. I feel like you feel, or you have studied a lot about this particular topic that you're interested in exploring. You're a bit concerned about the legalities of it and the contracts involved in it. You might also be having technical issues which are causing you to come to a standstill. I feel like you're looking for help in ways, but you feel like you're not getting it fast enough, or it's not coming through to you in ways that are useful and helpful to you. I want to go back to this notion of what you've studied and how it's both hindering you and helping you. Because in this card, there is a book, and it's really being highlighted for me. I feel like there might be a sense that you don't have the expertise or the qualifications necessarily to take the next step, that you're really tripping over yourself a little bit here, and you are worried and afraid of putting yourself out there in case you don't have the qualifications and the expertise needed to keep you out of sticky water, to keep your transactions clear, to keep your transactions fluid and moving. Sorry, this is a collective reading and I don't do collective readings, so it's a little bit like, it's a bit strange for me. But let's keep going here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and the Seven of Swords, and the Chariot. I'm going to take those and have a little look at them. I feel like you feel it's time for you to be moving. And there's also a fear that you're getting away with something, or that everything's going to fall apart if you take the path of your heart and intuition. You're really, a part of you might be worried about what it is that you're leaving behind as you move forward in your life, because truthfully, and I think if you think about this, you know it to be true, you can't always take everything and everyone with you when you change paths. As we evolve and as we change, the things and the situations and the people around us change as well. And you might be struggling with that. You might also be struggling with sudden loss, sudden upset, sudden surprise. Expenses that you weren't expecting may have suddenly come in and have you really questioning what you're doing. At the same time, I see this actually working out for you in the long run. It's just a little bit snug at the moment. Interesting. I always say that when I read. So these are kind of the foundations of what's going on in the background at play currently. in your life. So let's look at what's presently going on for Justina's group, January 2021. I know I'm going to say it interesting. You're actually feeling pretty good. I feel like you've taken a step back, you've recollected your thoughts, and you're looking at it again to see what works for you and what doesn't. And you're ready to sculpt the world in the way that you want to see it, in a way that will work for you. And truthfully, you have a lot of the power within you now to create the life that you want. And you're setting intentions, you're setting goals, you're doing deliberate manifestation. Just so that people know that I'm not making it up. You're doing that now in your life. At the same time, I still get the sense that you're worried that, or some of you, take what's yours, leave what's not, because this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with everybody in this group. But I'm hoping I'm catching on to the collective as best I can. You might also have the feeling that you're a hustler, that you're, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's a more tangible word. You might still have the fear that you are not an expert, and that you're a bit of a fraud, that you're a little bit, that you're not there yet. What do I have to contribute to the world? What is my voice to the voice of many? How can I raise myself up to a level of expert, or what do I have to offer? What voice can I give my offering? Because you're still like a little bit defensive and a little bit concerned about, defensive isn't quite the word, but you're a little bit protective, self-protective. But I'm not surprised to see this at all. While you're protective on the bottom of the deck and feeling self-protective and afraid to journey far from your home, because you've really been surrounded by really wonderful people, a circle of community, a circle of support that has really helped you grow and celebrate your accomplishments and reap your harvest with you and for you. But the truth is, you know what you're doing. You're going to be okay. You know what you're doing. You're a bit baffled by social media, which I think that's really funny that just came out. Because I know I'm baffled by social media and technology. But the queen here is the Queen of Pentacles, and she is reaping her talents. She is sowing her money. She is harvesting her money. The things which you have sown over the past 3 months are coming home and coming to nest within you. I feel like the last 9 weeks have been particularly important to you, in the last 3 months. You're about to pick the money from the tree. So while those are leaves, you can also interpret them as to be, you can interpret them to be cash, and that you're going to start picking them out of the tree. And she's holding her belly, she's pregnant, she's about to give birth to a new idea, to a new enterprise, because I am reading it for this group, so I'm interpreting as a business. The interesting thing in your present is that while you have several people who you've become very close to, in the background, you can see that it's a bit hard to do it this way, but in the background, you can see that there's a whole flock of birds in a world waiting and we're getting ready for you to emerge and to step away from your home and away from this point where you feel very comfortable and in control. And that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be challenging yourself to step out a little bit and start reaping the rewards of this particular moment, this particular time. So let's look at the future of January. So what can we expect to happen for Justina's group in January 2021? I think I'm actually going, so you got the Knight of Pentacles, and you're taking a bit of a break. You're thinking things through. You're re-examining what could possibly, what your options are. You're collecting your thoughts, and you're going slowly and steadily towards your path. And you're growing up a little bit. So like when you look at the pages, you can sometimes interpret them as the youngest, the knight's a little bit older, the queen, and then the king. So like you can interpret that as levels of maturity. So you're starting to get your feet under you. You're starting to have a little bit more experience. You're starting to feel better. You've put your weapons down, you've put them to the side, and you're looking, you're looking and you're thinking differently about what it is that you want to accomplish and what it is that you want to do. I want to take a clarifier for the Knight of Pentacles for Justina's group, because I don't want you to get stuck in your head here. You're at a bit of an impasse. That came up twice. That's interesting. Okay, so like you're really rethinking everything that you're doing, what you're doing. You're really losing a bit of momentum here, and you're putting yourself in a bind. You're not allowing yourself to see clearly. But the truth of the matter is that you're really an emperor, and you want to rule over your kingdom. And you know, sometimes ruling over your kingdom, you can't do that from your home base. You have to explore the rest of the world. And while it means leaving the comfort of your home, don't allow that fear to hold you back and keep you from venturing forth. Don't allow your fears and your discontents and your worries about what might or might not happen trap you, because really it's just a trap in your own head. And you've got to release yourself from that bondage. And this is the, both of these, you're blindfolded. But what I want you to look at, if I can stick my little head in, is that it's just an illusion, because your mirror is just an illusion that you're trapped. You're actually okay. And you're prepared to do this, even though you're scared. And it's okay to be scared. We get scared sometimes, and sometimes we don't know what we want to do. And we trap ourselves temporarily from fear. We freeze. But don't allow your fear to keep you and hold you from where you're going, because while we saw the queen, and remember how I said that pages, knights, queens, kings, you really are a capable, resourceful person, and you really are capable of not only having a kingdom, but an empire. And you just have to get out of your own way and release some of those tensions. So why don't we look at advice? So how can Justina's group get out of their own way? Stop holding on to your ideas so much. Stop holding on to your ideas, because you've got good ideas, and for whatever reason, you're keeping them to yourself and you're not sharing them with the other people on the other side of the wall, because you're overthinking it a little bit too much. You're being a little bit too logical, sensible. You're being too sensible. You're being too sensible. So you're not allowing yourself to really make a move in freedom. You're keeping yourself sort of stiff because you're worried about something. And interestingly, those 3 cards just came out again. Okay, let's look at that in a second. But the truth is, I honestly do believe that if you think of your idea or your business or your enterprise or your creativity as a little baby, you're afraid at this moment to give it to other people because you're afraid of what's going to happen. You're afraid of failure. You're afraid of rejection. You're afraid that they don't want your baby. I just realized what a crazy scenario that sounds like. But whatever, just go with me, okay? Just go with me down this little path. We're just playing. So and you're really, an interesting thing in this image, and I'm not sure because see the wood right there? You have a lot of things, including wood. And if you look at these ladies, it's getting cold. They're cold. And you have wood that you can give them to help keep them warm and help them move forward. So by keeping yourself so stuck and so stubborn, and keeping yourself inflexible, you're not allowing yourself and your fellow people to benefit from your experience. Because the truth is that you're really smart and you're really creative and you're very strategic about how you're going about things. But don't allow that to be a limitation. Allow that to be a gift and allow that to help you excel forward as opposed to keeping you stuck. Because people can benefit from your baby. You just might have to leave home in order to find those people. And there's nothing wrong with that. At some point, everybody has to leave home. And it's scary. Of course it's scary, but you can do this. Don't allow yourself to be tied up with things and fears that you can't do it. I really think that there needs to be some work done on the shadow side, on feeling like an expert, of getting away with things, and concern around that sort of thing that how can I put this? I feel like you need to work on your mindset about what you have to offer and why it's important to other people. Because it is important to other people and other people do want it. Don't be afraid of that, and don't be afraid not to make an offering to other people because of how you fear that they're going to perceive you or how they're going to perceive your offer, because that's not the truth of what is happening or what you want. The truth is that you can help a lot of people if you can just get out of your own way and do it. I don't know why I was shuffling, but I did. And at the bottom, we have the beautiful star. If you allow yourself to get out of your own way, if you offer to people from a genuine, kind heart, you're not only going to heal other people, but you're going to heal yourself. And you're going to have your wish fulfilled. You're going to have a great healing, both in your mind, your body, and your heart. It's going to be a complete healing because you finally allowed yourself to go towards what you wanted. You took a chance on yourself and you got out of your own way and you stopped overthinking it and overcomplicating it to the point where you couldn't move. Sometimes you just have to move and take a risk in order to complete your journey. I hope this is helpful. I'm not a collective reader. I'm experimenting with it. So I hope this helps you, and I hope you're well, and I wish you all the best. Bye!